do a shot, and that one will actually go in. Initially, actually, that one was actually tipped in.
Face-off, centering pass, big pile up, and a goal. Right there. And he puts it in, 3-2.
Yep.
This broadcast of Stoughton High School boys hockey is brought to you through generous support of these WSTO supporters. Stoughton Hospital, a proud supporter of WSTO programming. Stoughton Hospital is a 2010 Wisconsin Forward Award Master recipient, providing exceptional personalized service. Trusted care close to home. The UPS Store of Stoughton. You can't do it all at once, but you can do it all in one place. 2364 Jackson Street, next to Papa Murphy's. Crest Funeral and Cremation Services, love and concern in action. The three things Crest values the most are service, service, and service. A proud supporter of WSTO programming. Radio Shack and Hanson Electronics of Stoughton. Your local U.S. Cellular and Dish Network authorized dealer. Pizza Pit of Stoughton, a proud supporter of WSTO programming and the official pizza of WSTO's staff.
Welcome to the Mant Center for high school boys hockey on a Thursday night. It is Badger South Conference action tonight as the Stoughton Vikings host the Milton Redhawks. Great to have you alongside with us on our first boys game of 2017. James Weingard with you here on WSTO TV. It's nice to have you with us, and hope you had a fantastic holiday season and a great start to the new year. And tonight we have the Redhawks and the Vikings playing here at the Mant Center, and taking a look at our standings through the first portions of this season. Milton comes in at 2-2-0 in the Badger South. They are 3-10-0 overall. And the Vikings currently are at 1-1 in the Badger South, and they are 3-6-1 overall. Vikings have had an interesting couple of weeks. Going back, 3 out of their last 4 games have gone to overtime, and they've won 1, they've lost 1, and they've tied once. Their last game was against Reedsburg, Wisconsin Dells on New Year's Eve. That was a 2-1 loss. They beat McFarland in overtime 3-2, lost to Greendale 9-4, obviously not overtime. And Sauk Prairie here at the Mant Center on December 23rd, which was a makeup game, they tied at 2. Meanwhile, the Milton Redhawks, they are coming in winners of their last 2 games. They beat Monroe 5-3 earlier this week. They beat WSFLG on the 30th of December 4-1, lost to Germantown 3-2, lost to the Northwest Icemen 5-0, and lost to McFarland by a margin of 5-3. So they have doused the lights here at the Mant Center. We get ready for the starting lineups and our national anthem, which is coming up here for you in just a minute as well.
By student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based
Vikings again come in at 3-6-1 on the season. They are in 4th place in the 6-team Badger South Conference. Milton right in front of them at 3rd place. Vikings averaging 2.6 goals per game, and they give up 3.9 goals per game so far this year. And for Milton, they score 1.46, give up 5.85. And right now,
the teams playing tonight remind you that sporting behavior is taking pride in your school.
We'll get our starting lineup here for you in just a second.
For the sport of hockey and for those who compete in it. It means taking personal responsibility for keeping this game at a high level of fair play. A message from Stoughton athletes.
And now we go to our starting
Tonight's
lineups,
game features the
and we'll start
Milton
with the Milton Redhawks.
And now for the starting lineups. For the Milton Redhawks, starting in goal, number 1, Justin Burke. At defense, number 6, Jacob Snow. Also at defense, number 10, Logan Servin. At forward, number 4, Tyler Needham. Also at forward, number 7, Noah Pusateri. And at center, number 9, Nick Robinson. Followed by the rest of the Redhawks team. The Milton Redhawks are coached by Dennis Quinn and assisted by Joshua Weiss and Frank Baroni. And now for your Stoughton Vikings. Starting in goal, number 33, Carter Hellenbrand. At defense, number 10, Sam Wallin. Also at defense, number 15, Jack Sunbeam. At wing, number 3, Jared Bauer. Also at wing, number 24, Brody Lavacek. And at center, number 11, Justin Gibbons. Followed by the rest of the Vikings. The Vikings are coached by Chris Rochelt and assisted by Brett Qualley and Matt Lennon.
Okay, there's our two starting lineups for tonight, and right now we're going to pause to honor America with the playing of the national anthem, and then we will get our opening face-off and get this one underway here from the Mant Center tonight. Great to have you with us along the line on WSTO TV. There's our national anthem, and we are ready to go for high school boys hockey. Badger South Conference play here tonight from the Mant Center. Again, nice to have you alongside with us, and we are ready to go for hockey here in 2017. And again, you can always follow us online, WSTO.TV, channel 981 on your TV, Facebook.com/WSTO TV, and also on Twitter at WSTO TV. And we hope you follow us online through the course of the season, and of course into the spring, and then next fall for football and everything else, basketball here, wrestling tonight as well. So lots of good things going on at Stoughton High School, athletic-wise, academic-wise as well. So we get ready for our opening face-off here tonight from the Mant Center. And again, it's Justin Burke in goal for Milton, Nico Pusateri, Tyler Needham, Noah Pusateri, Nick Robinson, Logan Servin on the ice for the Redhawks. And then for the Vikings, it's Jared Bauer, Sam Wallin, Justin Gibbons, Jack Sunby, Brody Lavacek, and in goal, it's Carter Hellenbrand. And we are underway. Vikings have it in the Milton zone. They send it down to Justin Gibbons along the back wall behind the net. Tried to get it back in front. His skate got in the way. Vikings come away with it, though. They head into the corner. Centering pass. That's intercepted by the Redhawks. And that is Noah Pusateri who sends it into the Viking zone. Big collision behind the net as the puck trickles here over the corner. 30 seconds gone in the opening period. Puck goes behind the Vikings net. And they will start a rush, 3-on-3, and into the middle. That's too far in front of the Vikings, and now Justin Gibbons has it back above the red line. They'll send it in. They wave icing off. Puck goes behind the Red Hawk net, and they'll hold it up here on this side. Jacob Snow has it. Snow over to the far side wall. Tried to get it toward the middle, but that was interfered with by the Vikings. They'll get it out of the zone, send it back in behind the net as we take over a minute gone by here in the first period. Milton starts the rush now with Logan Conway. Conway with a shot. That goes sliding by to the right to the cage, and Carter Hellenbrand, who's in goal for the Vikings. Zeth Zykert had it for a second for the Vikings. Got hung up over there with a couple of different players. Now into the corner, into the circle. And this will be kicked along by the Vikings. There's a loose stick on the ice back here at center ice. Minute and a half gone here in the first. Puck comes up the near side wall. Another big collision at the blue line in front of the Viking bench. And carried into the zone by Nico Pusateri. Bounce it off the boards, out, and now back carried in by Jack Sanford. All the way down to the corner. Sanford has it again, pokes it along the wall. Noah Pusateri sends it, or carries it behind the net around the back of the official. Sanford had it again, blocked out of the air and knocked down. Noah Pusateri trying to pick his way through traffic. He just kind of sweeps it in, and Carter Hellenbrand puts a glove on it. And we get a stoppage of play here with 14:52 to go in the first. Carter Hellenbrand in goal tonight for the Vikings, 2.99 goals against average, 92.6 save percentage. He is a sophomore, and the opposition, number 1, Justin Burke for the Red Hawks. He has a 6.48 goals against average, 85.7 save percentage, and he is a junior. 14:50 to go in the opening period. Sam Wallin sends it along the back wall over to the corner here on this near side. Now top of the circle. Shot was blocked down off the stick of Nick Robinson. He's got it again, sends it into the corner. Sam Wallin will give chase and catch up to it here in the near side. Wallin gave it away in the middle, and Robinson was not able to pull the trigger on a shot. Puck poked down toward the Red Hawk zone, and a centering pass gets knocked aside by Justin Burke. Puck comes sliding back out to neutral ice. Wallin retreats and retrieves it at the front of his own net. 14:09 to play in the first. Wallin just leveled Jack Nathan for Milton. Puck slides around the backside of the net, out to neutral over on the far side. Oh, nice sidestep of a collision there. And the shot goes wide of the mark, and we've got a whistle stopping play. So face-off in the Viking zone, 13:52 to go here in the first period. And the face-off won by the Vikings, and here they come. 3-on-2, right down the middle, Justin Gibbons into the circle, centering pass, blocked aside, and it heads off to the far side wall. Settled down over there by Lavicek. And now out to the blue line and out to neutral ice, retreating is Zeth Zykert. He'll drift back into his own zone to get the puck. Lavicek with it again, turns the corner, across the red line, avoids a big hit. And now settled down again by Ethan Ebert as he'll send it into the zone as it scurries behind the net. 13:15 to play in the opening period. Puck loose at the side of the net. And Milton trying to clear it out. They get it out to the point. Sam Wallin has it. And now to the middle. And the puck loose over to the far side on the point. 13 minutes even to play here in the opening period. Moving in, backhand shot, save made. Actually, I don't know if he ever got the shot away. That's Justin Gibbons, another shot. Blocker pad save made that time by Burke. And a big hit over on the far side wall. Milton trying to clear, they do. They get it out of the zone. They poke it ahead. This is Jack Nathan taken off of his stick. Quickly coming back the other way is Brady Lavicek. He'll get it back off a drop pass and then get taken out of the play. Back to the blue line, we've got players tripping and tumbling over each other, and we've got an interference penalty coming up. 12:31 to go in the first. And Vikings player goes into the box. Didn't see who it was. But the end result is going to be a Milton power play for 2 minutes. 12:24 to go in the first. Into the circle. Sam Wallin is the guilty party on the interference call. Vikings able to clear the zone. Stoughton penalty kill this year, 74.5%. Puck goes behind the Viking net. Milton on a power play, and they're not able to hold the zone. Milton power play success rate just 5.5%. A near shorthanded opportunity is now it is Nick Robinson collecting it for the Redhawks. Out to neutral ice and carried in by Logan Servin, top of the circle. They'll drop it down to the corner with a minute to go in the power play and 11:30 to go in the first period. Out to the point, far side, drops it back down toward the corner. And then behind the net, got it in front, but it's tipped aside. Here's a one-time blast that goes high and wide to the left. It spins out to the point, and the Vikings not able to clear the zone. They get it back in the slot. Now they're going to start a rush, shorthanded. Ethan Ebert had it, taken away, and then it gets popped into the glass over on the far side, kicked into the zone by the Vikings. And now it's a 2-on-3 back the other way. Here's a quick shot from over Hellenbrand's shoulder. It goes into the net, not a play. $18 seconds to go in the power play. 10:50 left in the first period. Face off in the Viking zone. Face off comes back out toward the blue line. They'll shift it over to the far side. That shot got a redirect, and Carter Hellenbrand able to get his blocker pad in the way of it. Here's a shot, slider this time. Now from the bottom of the circle, another shot. And that one never got in toward Carter either. Penalty is done. Both teams are back to full strength now. 10.5 minutes to play in the first. Puck comes loose out to neutral, and the Vikings, Slavicek had it for a second, and he was not able to keep control. Justin Gibbons chops at it, and it heads back toward Jack Sunby. Sunby feeds it back out to neutral. 2-on-2 now. And it is a shot taken from Justin Gibbons' knees, and Burke able to make the save for Milton. 10:05 to go. Jeffrey Houston taking the face-off this time for the Vikings as they hammer it down toward the wall. Now over to the corner. And the Redhawks will bounce it off the board and get it out of the zone. Houston has it back for Stoughton. Across the blue line, helped on the far side. Houston got it, and they poked it away out toward the blue line again. Centers into the Viking zone now. Quick puck movement over to the far side. Bounding puck into the Stoughton end. And now the Vikings will start a rush. Coming back is Seth Zykert. He lost an edge, down he went. And he just feeds the puck into the zone. Now quickly back into the Viking zone. Nick Robinson has it in the corner. He lost it, gets pancaked into the corner glass. Now bottom of the circle, taken away from behind. Coming back the other way is Jack Sanford. Sanford right in on goal. Burke puts his glove down, sweeps it aside to the bottom of the near side circle. And the Redhawks will be able to pull it back and start a rush of their own. Approaching 9 minutes right now to go here in the first period. Into the circle. Now they drift over to the corner. Out to the point. Held up there. A weakish little shot as he got more ice than puck did Junior Onofre. And at the red line, carrying it in is Logan Conway. Bounding puck. Hellenbrand puts a stick on it. Just sweeps it off to the side. 8:36 to go in the first period. Another big hit over on the far side. Penalty coming up again, and it's going to be another interference call. And this time it's going to be Sam Wallin going into the box for the Vikings. So Stoughton will have to kill off another power play here with 8:32 to go in the first period. And Milton on their second power play of the night. Vikings win the faceoff. And Lavacek has it, feeds it into the Milton zone. Back over to this side now. And it's Tyler Needham dropping it down to the corner. 1:43 to play in the power play, 8:12 to go in the period. Moving right in front, save made by Hellenbrand. And he will hold on. Face-off coming on the near side circle. 1:38 left in the power play and 8:10 to go in the first. Man center, you may know, is shared by both the Vikings and Milton. Milton will have a home game later in the season at the Man Center, and we should be here to cover that, which I believe will be toward the beginning of February. I think it's the last home game of the year, as a matter of fact. Or, well, last home game for Milton. Last regular season game for both teams. 7:49 to go in the first. 1:16 left here in the penalty. Puck comes over toward the blue line, now slides out to neutral ice. First to plate over here on this near side, Seth Zeikert, sent in off of Justin Gibbons' stick, and they'll play it back out to neutral, and another big collision over there on that far side. Held in at the point, they play it high and along the glass, and that goes over the glass and out of play. 57 seconds left in the penalty, 7:28 to go in the first period. Face-off coming just outside Stoughton zone. Again, Milton on a power play here for another 57 seconds. Quinn Link to take the face-off for the Vikings, and looks like it'll be Logan Conway for Milton this time. Vikings win the face-off. They'll send it over here to this near side, and they cannot clear the zone. Top of the slot now. This is going to be Sam Robinson. Robinson with a shot. Hellenbrand chest-high save. They chip it back to the back wall, and then around to the other side. Clark gets smashed into the boards, and the puck loose top of the circle. Milton just kind of pokes at it, comes over to this near side. Vikings take a golf shot at it and clear it out. Quinn Link will be first to play it for the Vikings in the corner. Just sweeps it over behind the Milton net. 24 seconds left in the penalty. And now Milton starts the rush with Nico Pusateri. No, it isn't either. Yes, it is. Nico Pusateri had it. Shot, save, and the rebound goes off to the left. Jack Nathan sends it down to the corner for Milton. 8, 7, 6 seconds to go in the penalty. 6:36 left in the first period. Here's a one-timer that comes off the stick here on the point from Sam Robinson. Penalty is done. Both teams are back to full strength again. Dane Sutton has it for the Vikings into the corner. 6:18 to go, and a takeaway by Milton into the middle. And that's knocked down. And again, a quick takeaway. Moving through traffic, Hellenbrand, stomach save, and he will hold on. Shot taken by Logan Conway. 6:08 to go in the first period. Scoreless first period here from the Man Center tonight. Face-off in the Viking zone with 6:08 to play here in the first. Comes out to the high slot, and they will send it down to the corner. Centering pass, nobody there except white jerseys of the Vikings. And puck goes sliding across to the other side. James Hansen sends it out, and that came right in on Berg. Makes a blocker save. And now the rush on up the far side. 5:41 to go in the first period. And across the blue line, Logan Servin carries it over here to the near side, sends a centering pass through the crease, and over to the corner on the far side. Big pile up there. And they'll send it on a backhand pass, and now into the corner here on this side. You hear him banging into the wall and right underneath one of our microphones down there. 5:20 to play in the first period. Back behind the net, now side of the net, turnaround shot, that gets blocked aside. And here comes James Hansen again. Into the zone, Jack Sanford sends it down to the corner. 5:05 to play in the opening period. Three players tie up behind the net. Milton comes away with it, and they'll start the rush right down the middle. Jacob Snow has it. He'll head off to the far side. Snow puts it on the forehand side and gets blasted into the wall by Sam Wallin for his troubles. Over here to this near side, they'll start the rush up and then taken away by Milton. Tried to center it. A good idea on the pass. The Vikings there to get a stick in the way of it, and they will just fire it out. Will Stoughton, and we'll get an icing call. 4:34 to go. Face off back to the Viking zone after the icing call. 4:34 to play, opening period. Wallin sends it behind the net to the corner here on this side, held in by Robinson. He'll just dump it right out back into the corner where Wallin gets it off the rebound. Out to the point, held up there. And Milton able to hold the zone again. Wallin battles for it among others. Now Justin Gibbons comes away with it to the middle. Little backhand flip out to neutral, settled down by Lavicek. He gets wiped out. And Milton will just fire it off the glass hard, bounds it out to neutral, carried back in by Lavicek, and then a giveaway. This will be to Jaden Schroeder. Schroeder with a shot, glove save made by Hellenbrand, and he'll hold on. Face-off coming with 3:54 to go in the opening period. Off the face-off, it's won by the Redhawks this time. Here's a shot, save. Rebound was given up right at the middle of the slot, and it is cleared out by the Vikings. Back to the point now, heads to the side of the net, now behind the net to Tyler Needham. 3:38 to go in this first period. Side of the net, centering pass, shot, kick save made. Boy, nice play there by Hellenbrand off the quick shot from Logan Servin. Another shot, and that's a blocker pad save, and they give up another rebound right at the top of the crease, but they are able to clear it out, are the Vikings. Over to the far side now. Chad Clark chips it along, can't clear the zone though as Servin got in the way of it. Centers one right in front, and Hellenbrand able to make the save again as he sprawls out. 3:12 to play in the first period. Still scoreless. Milton has had 2 power plays, not able to convert on either of them so far. And now the face-off coming with 3:12 to play here in the opening period. Drawn down to the corner, Sam Wallin has it, carries it behind the net. And Wallin forces it up to this near side on the point. That bounced off a shin and goes harmlessly into the corner. Sunby with it. And now Justin Gibbons with help down the middle if he can get a stick on it. He does! And the shot goes just wide. And the Redhawks will start the rush up the near side. Can't get it out of the zone though. 2:40 to play in the first period. Nico Pusateri up the far side wall. Now into the middle. And they collapse on it defensively. And the Vikings will come over here to this near side. Lavicek will send it back. 2.5 minutes to play in the first. Lavicek carries it behind his own net and starts the rush up the far side. Little stick move there. And carries it out to neutral now. Pass a little bit too far in front of Jared Bauer, and over to the corner. 2:11 to go. Logan Servin with it, picks his way through traffic. Servin's shot got knocked down by a couple of skates, popped up high in the air, gloved down by the Vikings. Over to the corner and then down and behind the net. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first. Big collision, couple of them over in that far side corner. Vikings come away with it up this near side. They'll send it back through the middle now as Justin Gibbons has it. Backhand shot blocked down by Logan Servin for Milton. Behind the net, under 100 seconds to play here in the first period. Into the circle, turnaround shot, and that's a stick save made. Shot taken by Jack Sanford. Comes out to neutral and down to the Viking end. They wave icing off. 1:25 to go in the first. Puck behind the net and to the corner. Held up over there, Tyler Needham. Sends it back into the corner and then forced along by Zeth Zeiker. Out to the point. That shot way off the mark from Robinson. Bounding puck, side of the net. Hellenbrand waits for it. And now Hansen has it. Here's a 3-on-2 for the Vikings. Less than a minute to go. Shot, shoulder save made by Burke. And the puck goes behind the net. Now off the boards, held in by the Vikings. Zykert into the circle. Shot, save, rebound. Big pile up. And the puck comes back out toward the blue line. And here come the Redhawks. Tyler Needham has it, picking his way through a 1-on-3. Finally taken out of the play. Now the Vikings. Zykert around traffic. Had it for a second. Puck ends up in the Viking zone. 30 seconds left. Zykert has it back. Long pass ahead. Goes through everybody. And an icing call against Stoughton with 25 seconds to go. .25 seconds left in the first. Face off in the Viking zone. And this is one, and a quick shot right off the face-off from Logan Servin. Kick save made by Hellenbrand. 19, 18, 17 seconds to go in the period. Into the corner now. 15 and 14 and 13 seconds left. Behind the net, they tried to get it in front. Wallin hammers it back to the glass, and they'll send it over to the other side with 7, 6, and 5 seconds to go. Centering pass comes out to the high slot. Here's a shot. And then off the rebound, it comes back into Hellenbrand at the side of the net, and he covers it up as the first period has come to an end. Milton nothing, Vikings nothing. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Second period coming up. This is high school boys hockey, the Badger South Conference on WSTO TV. Welcome back to the Mann Center. James Weingard with you on WSTO TV, and we are scoreless between the Milton Redhawks and the Stoughton Vikings through the first period. And no scoring, of course, as we head into period number 2. Taking a look at our Stoughton Hospital stats report, 15 shots on goal for Milton, 11 for the Vikings, 11 saves for Justin Burke for the Redhawks, and Carter Hellenbrand 15 saves. 2 penalties, 4 minutes for the Vikings. And the Redhawks coming along the balcony over on the far side. Vikings lurking at their door, their locker room door as well. Again, the Redhawks and the Vikings both share the Mann Center. Milton has been here, 3 or 4 years now? Milton's been here? Yeah. And so Milton back out on the ice. Vikings come charging down the stairs. And here they come. We were talking earlier about the fact that this will be the first game that these two teams will face off against one another. They'll be back in action here at the Mann Center, facing off again on Monday, February 6th. So just about a month from now. And we are ready to go for period number 2 between the Redhawks and the Vikings. They switch ends. We are scoreless through the first period. And off we go. Jared Bauer, now Justin Gibbons with it for the Vikings. Bauer has it again, just kind of pokes it back toward his own zone. Vikings can't quite clear the zone. And now they do. Redhawks trying to get it back in. Justin Gibbons has it now. Gibbons, top of the circle, shot, kick save made. And then it carries behind the net from Milton. And that is Logan Servin. He'll send it back into the corner here on this side. Back behind the net. Got it in front, but Milton there to intercept it. Noah Pusateri just dumps it into the midsection of Justin Gibbons, and then he'll bat it all the way down to the other end, and it was gloved out of the air by one of the Milton players, so they waved icing off. And nice job there avoiding a big hit. Here's a blast, and that goes through the crease over into the corner here on this side. Chad Clark pancaked one of the Milton players in. Just over a minute gone. Simon Shelley brings it out for the Vikings. Puck goes sliding in toward goal and then collected by Logan Servin for Milton, and they'll start the rush again. Will Milton. Chad Clark down to the Viking end, or to the Milton end, and now it slides back down to the other end. Seth Zykert plays it for Stoughton behind his own net and runs right into Nico Pusateri, who has it in the corner, and then bounds it off the back of Ethan Ebert. He's got it back again. Centering pass popped way up high in the air. They'll settle it down out here at the point. Sam Robinson sends it down to the corner. Zykert pokes it along and further into the corner on the other side, and they'll try and force it back toward the middle. And now they throw it up over the glass and out of play. 15:01 to go in the second. No score so far. Vikings, we mentioned at the top, recapping their last few games. 3 out of their last 4 games have gone into extra playing time. And off the face-off here, right in on goal. And it goes out of play. They say nobody touched it, so that's why the face-off is coming back outside the zone. Face-off won by the Vikings. James Hansen with it. He'll send it into the Milton zone, and that was Robinson sending it into the corner. Puck slides all the way down to the Viking end. First to play it, Sam Wallin, as he sends it into the side of the net, gets it back, takes a whack at it, and he comes all the way back down to the other end, and this is going to be icing. An unusual icing that time, is Sam was to the right of his own goal and sent it all the way around the boards, and it ended up all the way back down to the Milton zone. So face-off in the Viking zone here with 14:29 to play in the second period. And off the face-off, this is drawn over toward the wall. And this is Justin Gibbons with it for the Vikings. Played high off the glass and out to neutral ice. Settled down just above the red line. They'll send it in, and Sam Wallin will play it for Stoughton. Sam out of the zone. And now Jacob Snow with it, being bothered by Gibbons. Milton has it back at their own blue line. Logan Conway got upended. Gibbons has it back with help down the middle. Justin all the way to the goal, high and wide on the shot. Rebound comes all the way back out toward the blue line, but held in by the Vikings. They get bumped into the wall. And now retreating is Brody Lavicek. Brody still with it. And up to the red line. Flipped high into the top of the glass, actually into the net, not a play. So another face-off coming at the center circle this time. 13:41 to go. Face-off right at the center circle. Face-off this time drawn back for the Vikings, and moving ahead right down the middle is Ethan Ebert. He still has it in the circle. Centering pass got intercepted by Nick Robinson. Penalty coming up, and it's going to be a Viking penalty for a check from behind. So a check from behind for Stoughton. That's going to be a 5-minute penalty. So now the Vikings really have their work cut out for them. Azalea will be down a player for 5 full minutes, regardless of any goals are scored. Here's a shot, and that's wide to the right. Rebound comes back to the half circle here on this near side. Pusateri over to the far side in the circle. Back out to Pusateri. One-timer goes wide to the right. Back into the corner now. Centering pass bounces through skates and legs, and Pusateri has it again, top of the circle. Another shot, another save made by Hellenbrand, and he will hold on. 13:01 to go in the second. 4:32 left in the 5-minute major to the Vikings. All 4 Viking players change out, and looks like a couple of the 5 Milton players change out as well. 13:01 to play, second period, scoreless second period. Face-off won by Milton, and it comes back out to the top of the circle. They'll dump it down to the corner. Sam Wallin first to play it for the Vikings, gave it up behind the net. And they'll come out to the point where Tyler Needham waits for it. He'll throw it down to the corner. And behind the net again, they had got a player set up in front. Here's a shot, and that one goes just wide to the right. Rebound comes back to the side of the net. Now they circle out toward the top at the blue line. They'll dump it down to the corner where Logan Conway plays it. And Conway lets it go by this time. 12.5 to go in the second. Big pile up behind the net. Just under 4 minutes left in the penalty. They play it over to the far side corner, and that's Conway. Conway moves out toward the point and lost control of it, and they'll have to go and chase it down. Brody Lavicek giving chase. 3:38, 37, 36 left in the penalty, and now Lavicek has it short-handed, and he'll retreat back outside the zone, all the way back into his own zone, and Sam Wallin could not get it out of the zone, gave it up right in front of the net. Wallin gets it back, and now fires it out. And now Justin Gibbons has it. Glove down by Lavicek, and this is going to be an offside. They score. Oh, no, it isn't either. It's a penalty. I thought it was an offside, but it's a penalty, and the Vikings have scored shorthanded. Referees are going to talk here. The referee, one of them had put his hand up, indicating what I thought was an offside call. But then the play went on, and Milton essentially stopped. And that's what Logan Servin, the captain for the Redhawks, is waiting for a discussion from the officials.
Now we have a single key that has been found, and if you lost a key, you can find it at concessions.
So the discussion continues down below us.
The goal, I got 11 from 24. I got a red penalty.
So the goal is going to stand. It's going to be Justin Gibbons, and 5:18 is the time of the goal here. It's a shorthanded goal, and then on top of that, there would be a penalty that would be assessed and will actually go in the book against Milton for a trip on Jaden Schroeder, but they're not going to put time up on the clock. So it's going to remain 5-on-4. Vikings still down a player for another 3 minutes, but they have a 1-goal lead. Puck hung up in the slot, and now the Vikings will be able to not clear it. as it looked like Jack Sanford had a wide open look at getting the puck out of the zone, but he could not. Tyler Needham with it, and that hits a stick and goes into the glass, or into the net over the glass and out of play. 2:45 left in the Viking penalty, 11:15 left in the second period. Vikings scoring a shorthanded goal by Justin Gibbons. Face-off outside the Viking zone, and this will be collected by Tyler Needham, and now to the middle for Logan Servin. Servin trying to get around Quinn Link, but Quinn won that battle. Logan's got it back again into the circle here on this near side, and we're down to 2.5 minutes, so halfway through the 5-minute major. Out to the point, held up there by Pusateri. That shot goes through the crease and ends up over here on this near side. Chad Clark trying to clear the zone, just kind of wobbles at the blue line, and now the Vikings do get it out. 2:12, 2:11, 2:10 left in the penalty, 10:38 to play in the second period, and the Redhawks will carry it out toward neutral ice. Now Robinson has it into the bottom of the circle. Backhand shot goes just wide to the right. Quinn Link will retrieve it for the Vikings. It slides out of the zone. We're under 2 minutes to go in the penalty, 10:20 to go in the second period. Vikings leading 1-0, and play goes on here in front of us at the penalty box. Now it's Logan Conway over to the far side, sent into the Viking zone, and they'll send it right back out. Approaching 10 minutes even to play in the second, minute and a half left in the penalty. Up the far side of the ice come the Redhawks. Cross the red line, cross the blue line. That is Tyler Needham, and he lost the handle on it. Sam Wallin picked his pocket, and it comes out of the zone. Nico Pusateri drifts back to his own zone to collect it for the Redhawks. 1:09 to play in the penalty, 9:36 to go in the second period. Middle of the ice now, this is Logan Conway. Logan drop pass, and nobody there except Viking players, and they'll clear it out. Here comes Quinn Link. Link with a head of steam. He gets cut off by Sam Robinson, and now a 3-on-1 developing back the other way for the Redhawks. Centering pass, got it to him. Oh, the shot goes just wide to the right. Back to the circle now and around the backside of the net. Over to this near side and out to the point. Held in there. Big, high bounding puck. And it will be between the pads of Carter Hellenbrand, and he'll hold on. 36 seconds left in the major. Penalty to the Vikings. 9:06 to go in the second period. Vikings leading 1-0 on a shorthanded goal from Justin Gibbons a little while ago. Brody Lavicek got the assist. And the face-off won by the Vikings. It'll end up in the corner to Nico Pusateri, and now behind the net to Robinson. They'll try and get it in front. Hellenbrand had it in the glove, now covers it up, and a little pushing and shoving after the fact. And we're down to 24 seconds to go in the penalty. Dane Sutton took a little exception to one of the Red Hawk players, giving his goalie a extra little chip after he put his glove down over the puck. And face-off won by the Vikings, and the Redhawks will get it, though. They'll try and send it down to the corner. Vikings will clear it now. They have a 2-on-1. It is Justin Gibbons, and Justin with a shot. Kick save made by Justin Burke. 9, 8, 7 seconds to go in the penalty. 8:35 to go in the second period, and down to the corner. Penalty is done. Both teams are back to full strength, so the Vikings kill off the 5-minute penalty and get a shorthanded goal on top of that, and that shot goes through. Bounding puck back down toward the Red Hawk blue line, bounced at the goal mouth, or at the penalty boxes. Play goes along the blue line. Lavicek has it, and a stick got busted in half. So the lines, here's a blast on the other end. That was blocked down by Ebert. Can't clear the zone. And now the Vikings do. Lavicek has it across the red line, across the blue line. Shot, glove save made. Burke gave up the rebound, and they'll be able to clear it out. They gave it away again. Another glove save made by Burke, and he skates off to the corner. And both teams full line change, and that stick that got snapped in half will come over to the Milton bench. 7:44 to go in the second. Face off in the Milton zone. And this is drawn down to the corner. Jacob Snow with it. And out to the point, held in by the Vikings, Wallin. Second time not a charm as it comes back out to neutral. Wallin turns the corner, puts the Jets on, ends up in the corner, behind the net, side of the net, and finally lost control of it. A couple of players took a swipe at it, couldn't connect with it, and now they just dump it in the corner. 7:20 to go in the second period. Back toward the middle of the ice, and the Redhawks start the rush now, and that pass off to the far side was intercepted. Here's a shot. Hellenbrand makes a save. It ends up in the corner. Approaching 7 minutes to go. Puck behind the net and around the near side. Chad Clark sidesteps a hip check that was coming his way. Conway had it, lost it. Puck slides down to the Milton end. Giving chase is Jacob Snow, and he'll be first to play it at the side of his own net. Gives it up behind the net. Link in front, shot. Save made by Burke. 6:42 to play in the second. Wallin with it now into the corner. Out to Lavicek. Oh, that a little unlucky. Somebody had lost their stick. The puck hit the stick and skipped over Brody's stick. And now carried back in by Milton. Wallin with it behind the net. He'll send it around to the far side and out to the point where Logan Servin holds it. And into the circle. Now Link starts the rush with help in the middle. Quinn gets collapsed on defensively and then swept aside by Burke at the side of the net. Out to the point, and the Vikings can't hold it as Jack Sunby let it go by and all the way down to the other end. 6 minutes to play in the second period. 1-0 Vikings in front. And out to the point, Vikings trying to clear, batted out of the air at the blue line right in front of the Milton bench. A couple of pushes, a couple of shoves, and now we've got a hand pass called on Milton, I believe. So the face-off will go down to their zone. .548 time remaining here in the second. There's a good look in at the sticks and skates of the face-off. Puck went right in on Justin Burke, and we'll get another face-off here as he held on. Puck rolls on its edge over to the far side, held in at the point there by Dane Sutton, and then blocked down. Now coming back the other way, Tyler Needham. Needham centering pass. Swept aside by Hellenbrand, and it comes over here to the near side where it was played by Jack Nathan. Now behind the net, that is to Jeffrey Houston. And back into the corner, Ethan Ebert. Puck spins. Long pass up the far side for Jack Sanford. Sanford dumps it in the zone. 5:10 to play in the second. Over to this near side. Played off the wall and out of the zone. Zykert sends it back in behind the Milton net. 5 minutes even to play, a little less now than 5 to go here in the second period. Justin Gibbons had it, poked off of his stick. Still right along the blue line. And now Milton will get it out of their zone. They'll wind up, blast. Hellenbrand head-high save. Zykert pulls down the rebound, and he'll throw it out to the far side. Gibbons with it now. Justin, long pass ahead. Lavicek, and he'll chase it down in the corner. He's going to get hip checked by Nico Pusateri, and then the loose puck comes over here to the near side corner. 4:21 to go in the period. Gibbons has it back again. He'll turn the corner and start the rush through all four defense of Milton. Here's a shot, and that slides through and over to the corner on this near side. Approaching 4 minutes left in the second. And a big collision at the blue line. Now a 2-on-1 pass just in front of Samuel Robinson. And now the Vikings will start the rush up the far side. Gibbons has it. Justin through the circle and down to the corner. 3:43 to play. Puck behind the net, and they'll just chip it along over to the far side. Another big hit over there. I think that was friendly fire. A couple of Viking players collided. Shot, save made, and Hellenbrand holds on. 3:33 to go. Face off in the Viking zone here with 3:33 left in the second. Face off won by the Vikings, and it comes over here to the corner. And out of the zone, Quinn Link with a head of steam across the blue line. Link all the way in on goal, and Burke able to make the save. 3:18 left. Comes out to the high slot and right underneath the stick of Jack Sunby. So Vikings will have to retreat all the way back to their own zone. Played off the back wall and now around the bend to the other side where it's played by Simon Shelley. 3 minutes even to play. Wallin stands up Noah Pusateri into the glass and around the corner out to the point. High slot shot that goes wide of the mark. Sam Wallin first to play it for the Vikings. And now it'll be cleared out, maybe. Yes, just barely. And now icing will be called against the Vikings. So clock stops with 2:35 to play. .235 to go in the second. Face off in the Viking zone after the icing call. And this will head above the blue line, so delayed offside. Milton will have to clear the zone. They do. Long pass ahead. This is to Justin Gibbons, who gets knocked down on a nifty play defensively by Nico Pusateri. Now Gibbons has it back in the circle. Nice move there. Shot, save, rebound is loose over here on this near side. 2:09 to play in the period. That's gloved down by Gibbons, and he will take it away. Gibbons into the circle. Shot, scores! Justin Gibbons, his second goal tonight. And with 14:59 gone, the Vikings have a 2-goal lead. So Justin Gibbons with both goals here in the second period, a shorthanded goal and now an unassisted goal, give the Vikings a 2-goal lead with just under 2 minutes to play here in the second. Puck ended up out of play over in the far side corner. 1:46 left. Face-off won by the Vikings and not out of the zone. Here's a shot right in front, and that goes wide to the left. 1:38 to play in the period. Referee got swept up in the players as they were heading back behind the net. Noah Pusateri tries to throw it in front, comes into the circle. Servin with it. He'll carry it back behind the net. Centering pass, and then Servin picks it out of the air, top of the circle. And a turnaround shot knocked down by the Vikings. Not out of the zone, though. 1:12 to go. Over to this side. Shot, save, rebound in the slot. Link trying to clear it out. Swung and missed. The shot goes in on Hellenbrand, and he'll cover it up this time. 1:02 remaining in the second. Face off in the Viking zone here with 1:02 to play in the second period. And Sam Wallin has it behind the net. He'll throw it over to the far side corner and give chase and catch up to it. It's a 2-on-3 coming back the other way. Wallin around traffic, puts the brakes on, tries to pick his way through the defense, could not. Nice job there by Logan Servin from Milton. He's got it back. 43 seconds to go in the second period. Centering pass goes through the slot and ends up along the near side wall. Chad Clark with it now, out to neutral. And it's Nico Pusateri quickly back to the other end. Logan Servin puts the brakes on at the blue line and now carried in, and that's going to be an offside call against Milton. 26 seconds left here in the second period. Face-off won by the Vikings, starting a quick rush, but the Redhawks defense got in the way of it. Nice pass there off the glass. Justin Gibbons will chase it down in the corner. 17, 16, 15 seconds to go. Puck into the circle. They'll send it back out to the point. Zeikert sends it down at the circle. We're down to 7, 6, 5 seconds to go. Quickly back the other way. Pusateri has it with 3 seconds, 2, and the shot goes wide of the mark. And we have reached the end of the second period. Our score, the Vikings 2 and the Redhawks nothing. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Third period coming up. This is high school boys hockey, the Badger South Conference on WSTO TV. Welcome back to the Matt Center. James Weingard with you on WSTO TV. It is the Milton Redhawks and the Stoughton Vikings. Stoughton leading 2-0 as we head into the third period. And in that second period, Justin Gibbons was busy. He picked up a shorthanded goal as the Vikings killed off a 5-minute major penalty. And then Justin got another tally at 14:59 to make it 2-0, and that's where we stand at the moment. Taking a look at our Stoughton Hospital stats report through the first two periods. 24 shots on goal for the Redhawks, 21 for the Vikings. 19 saves for Justin Burke, 24 saves for Carter Hellenbrand. Milton with 1 penalty for 2 minutes. They didn't serve it because that was the tail end of that one of the goals for the Vikings. And then the Vikings have had 3 penalties for a total of 9 minutes. And that is our Stoughton Hospital stats report through 2 periods. A reminder for you that you can watch one of America's leading voices in progressive talk. That is Tom Hartman and the Tom Hartman program, weekdays at 1 o'clock on WSTO. And that's followed up by an independent look at the news that shapes our world with Democracy Now! And that can be found at 2 o'clock on WSTO TV. Also, if you're up and about Saturday mornings, check out Saturday Morning Cartoons, Saturdays from 8 until noon on WSTO. And you can also find us on social media and on TV. WSTO.tv is our website, Facebook.com/WSTO TV. And you can also follow us on Twitter at WSTO TV. So there is that, and we want to pass along congratulations to the Stoughton Viking wrestling team. They won their matches tonight. As we tape this on Thursday night, I should point out. We will be back on the air with girls hockey coming up tomorrow, Friday, which is the 6th of January. And that will be against the Sun Prairie Co-op, the Cap City Cougars. And then we'll have more boys hockey for you next week on Thursday, which is January 12th. And then we have boys and girls hockey next weekend on the 14th. Girls play at noon and the boys at 2:30. And we are underway third period with Milton trailing by 2. They have the puck. And, oh, boy. Right off the top of the goal mouth. And now we've got a cross-check penalty as well. It popped up high in the air from just inside the blue line and hit the top of the crossbar. Nick Robinson is slow to get up for Milton. He's shaken up. He's up now. So Nick Robinson skates off to the bench, and a cross check to Sam Wallin. So Sam sits in the penalty box here for a couple of minutes, and the Vikings will have to kill off another power play. Vikings send it around, held in by Milton, and that shot hit a knee, bounced straight down, out to the blue line, delayed offside. Everybody touches up, and now they carry it in. Brody Lavicek has it. And now out to Justin Gibbons, and taken away from Justin from behind by Jaden Schroeder. Up the near side now, Tyler Needham with it. Needham, centering pass. Got it to him, backhand shot, and Hellenbrand covers it up. Stoppage of play here with 1:22 to go in the penalty, 16-11 to go for the game. Face-off coming in the Viking zone. And this is popped in the air toward Hellenbrand from his knees. He picks it out of the air. And another face-off coming. This one drawn down to the corner this time. They'll send it back to the circle. Needham got in the way of it, otherwise it probably would have slid all the way down to the other end. And now Dane Sutton sends it back toward the point, but not out. Down to the corner. Centering pass, intercepted by Lavicek for the Vikings. And they'll start a rush. Justin Gibbons has it. Across the blue line. Justin with a shot, and that redirected off to the corner. 55 seconds to go in the penalty. Bounding puck comes all the way back out to neutral. And then settled down by Lavicek as he'll cross the blue line and then pull it back toward neutral ice. And now into the Viking zone. Lavicek still with it. Sends it back to the circle, and then a backhand pass comes toward the blue line and now finally cleared out. Lavicek has it again. Across the blue line through traffic. Right in on Burke, and this time he'll cover it up. And we get another stoppage here. Another face-off coming. 30 seconds left in the penalty. 15-19 left in the third period. Off the faceoff, it's drawn down to the corner, and Nico Pusateri has it, sets up behind his own net, and they'll start the rush up the near side. Junior Onofre has it now for the Redhawks. He crosses the blue line, sends it in wide of Hellenbrand to the left. 15 seconds left in the penalty. Onofre got it back, and now to the corner for Jacob Snow, and then they slide it all the way back down to the Milton zone. Poked ahead to Nico Pusateri. Down to 2 seconds. One. Penalty is over. Both teams are back to full strength. Pusateri lost the handle on it. Quinn Link had it for a second. And now drifting back is Jacob Snow. Chad Clark chasing him. Along the circle, or in the circle on the far side. Vikings able to hold the zone. And now Link between the circles. Link comes to the near side circle. Here's a one-time blast from Zeth Zykert. That's wide to the right. Back out to the point. Swing and a miss on the shot. Now it's one-on-one. Developing back the other way. Drop pass for the Redhawks. Everybody overskates it. They wind up. And that shot goes just high and wide from Junior Onofre. Link not able to clear the zone. Onofre has it back again, poked off of his stick, comes over here to this near side, now out to neutral. Sam Robinson had it, and he'll go back into his own zone and chase it down. 13:45 to go for the game. Tyler Needham, nope, that's Pusateri with it. And then Robinson settled down in the zone by Servin, and he'll chase it down here at the point on this side. Behind the net is Zeth Zykert. Into the corner on the far side. Zykert gets bumped by Needham. And they'll clear it out. They wave icing off. First to play it is going to be Samuel Robinson for the Redhawks over to the far side corner, and this will come back behind the net. 13-10 to play in the game. Out to neutral, Sam Wallin waits for it. He'll fire it back into the Redhawk zone. Around the backside of the net, into the corner here on this side, where it's met by Jack Sanford among others. And now Needham has it set up behind the net again. Logan Servin with it now for Milton. As he plays it off the boards, Vikings just turn and are content to send it back behind the net. Popped in the air, middle of the ice. And now finally out of the zone, Wallin sent it out, and then James Hansen chipped at it. Now the Redhawks will start a rush. Servin has it up the far side, but he's 1-on-5. Shot, save made by Hellenbrand, and he will cover it up. 12:25 to go in the third period. Face-off in the Viking zone with 12:25 to play. And this is Lavicek with it for the Vikings around traffic all the way to the goal. And a glove save made by Justin Burke. 12:15 to go. Face-off in the Red Hawk zone. And this is won by Milton. They'll send it behind the net and around to the other side. Blake Fuchs with it. And Blake will carry it into the, or send it into the Viking zone down to the corner where Dane Sutton plays it back. And now Justin Gibbons will settle it down. Gets around traffic. Justin with both Viking goals tonight. Lavicek dropped it, trying to get it to Gibbons, but the Redhawks there defensively, Logan Conway got in the way of the pass. Sutton has it back for the Vikings behind the net, and the Redhawks able to hold the zone. Turnaround shot, glove save made by Hellenbrand, and we'll get another stoppage here with 11:39 to go. Off the face-off, Chad Clark plays it off the wall. And then the linesman got in the way. Centering pass, never got in front though. Clark has it, and that pass a little bit too far in front of Simon Shelley. Carried in now by Logan Servin for the Redhawks. And a centering pass goes through the crease and ends up along the wall near far side. And a giveaway, here's Shelley with it now. Long pass ahead as he gets plastered into the wall and goes down in a heap. Out to neutral. Servin with help in the middle. Tried to get it to him, but his stick got in the way. Ebert's stick got in the way. Or Zeikert's stick got in the way. Quinn Link with it now. He gets hacked at and gets dislodged from the puck. Over here to the Dashers on this near side. 10:44, 43, and 42 to go for the game. And Wallin able to hold the zone. Top of the circle. Bottom of the circle. Tried to center it. Link took a swipe at it. Didn't have the puck though. Now 1-on-3. And Noah Pusateri just sends it into the zone as it comes over to the corner here on this side. 10:23 to play in the third. Puck hung up behind the net. Almost put it back in front. And now the Vikings will start the rush. Cross the red line, and they'll whack it over to the other side there. Wallin has it again, and settled down by Sanford. 10 minutes to play. Parallel to the blue line, and Hansen will send it back into neutral ice. Vikings hold the zone around the backside of the net. Into the corner, and now swept out to neutral. And rolling back into the Red Hawk zone. Goes behind the net, played high off the glass. Wallin winds up and sends one flying. That's redirected at the side of the net. Pusateri across to this side. Jack Sunby had sent it into the zone. Now kicked along here. Bauer sends it in. Well wide of the mark, and we've got a whistle stopping play. An elbow against Jaden Schroeder for the Redhawks. So the Vikings have a power play for the first time tonight. Here's a shot, chest high save made by Justin Burke. 9:02 to go in the third. Vikings are on the road Saturday. They'll be at Janesville, and then they play at LeBon Arena in Madison against the Crusaders of Madison Edgewood. Home next Thursday, January 12th against Oregon, and then Saturday the 14th as part of that doubleheader with the girls team, and that'll be against McFarland. 8:43 to play in the game. Vikings on a power play for another minute and a half. Wallin gets hip checked out of the way. Puck comes out to Justin Gibbons at the blue line. Shot, redirect. Nice save made. Another shot, another save. And it trickles off to the corner. Out to the top of the circle. Quinn Link has it. Wallin banging his stick over on this near side. And was looking for a pass. They never got it to him. Justin Gibbons goes back and tracks down the puck. A minute left in the penalty, 8:09 to go for the game. Gibbons across the blue line, into the corner. Gibbons behind the net, to the corner on the other side, still with it. All the way out back to the blue line, now high slot, sets it up there. His shot bounced off a couple of legs and ended up ricocheting off to the corner. 40 seconds to go in the penalty, 7:47 to go in the game. Wallin across the blue line, has it in the circle. Blast, and a save made by Burke, and then it bounces off of him and goes in the net, over the glass, and out of play. 7:39 left in the third period. 31 seconds left in the penalty. Face-off in the Red Hawk zone. And this is sent off to the corner. Everybody overskated it. Comes out to the high slot where it settled down there. Here's a rising shot. The rebound is covered up quickly by the Red Hawks goalie. Shot was taken by Jack Sunby. 7:27 left and 19 seconds to go in the penalty. Another face-off coming, and this one heads off to the near side wall and out to the point where it's held in for a moment by Ethan Ebert. Now quickly coming back the other way is Robinson, shot in on Hellenbrand, and he puts the glove down and covers it up. 8 seconds left in the penalty. $7:16 left in the game. Off the face-off, this one heads down to the corner. Vikings will send it around to the other side. Lavacek tried to get it to Justin Gibbons. They did. They had it poked off of his stick, though. Robinson, his shot gets sent wide to the right. 7 minutes even to go. Penalty is done, by the way. And that pass goes through the crease. Tyler Needham couldn't catch up to it. And it out to the point. Shot, right toward the middle. Turnaround shot. And Hellenbrand makes another chest-high save. 6:50 to go. Face-off coming in the Viking zone. And this is bounding right in front. Turnaround shot. Hellenbrand not able to find a handle on it. And it trickles in. The Red Hawks cut the lead down to 2-1. get the goal scorer here for you in just a second. I couldn't hear what he said, but it is now 2-1. Vikings now lead only by 1, and into the middle. Puck loose as it comes over here to this near side point. Held in by Stoughton. Nick Robinson with the goal for the Red Hawks. So 2-1 our score now. Just under 6 minutes to play. Wallin gets spun around, down he goes. And the Red Hawks, Vikings coming down to the last 5:45. Red Hawks looking to get an equalizer here. Vikings looking to hold on and get another conference win. Delayed offside. Everybody touches up for the Red Hawks, and now it's poked out to neutral and then carried in by Jack Sanford, who missed on the pass. Here's a shot that goes well wide to the left. Settled down by Milton, and they'll send it to the corner. Nico Pusateri lets it go by. Picked up by Noah, and then carried back behind his own net. 5:14 and 13 and 12 to play here in the third period. Chipped back toward the Milton blue line. And now carried in by Conway. Down to the corner. 5 minutes to go. Over to the other side, and they pile up there. Vikings are able to get it out of the zone. Chad Clark and now Quinn Link. And then Milton sends it behind the net to the corner. And quickly back to the red line. They play it right in front of the Milton bench. Schroeder. Oh, goodness. Tyler Needham and Ethan Ebert banged heads, and that was right down below us. There's a penalty coming up here, by the way. It's going to be a Viking penalty. Shot goes in front, and another goal. The Red Hawks have tied it up. Logan Servin picks up the goal for the Red Hawks. And 12:44 the time of the goal here. So just like that, 2 goals over 2.5 minutes, and we are tied at 2 with 4:10 to play. And down to the corner, off the faceoff, approaching 4 minutes left. They send it off to the far side, and the Red Hawks have scored 3 in a row. Noah Pusateri this time. So Milton has come back to score twice in 19 seconds, and now the Vikings trail by 1. .345 to play. And now all of a sudden it's gone from a 2-0 Viking lead to a 3-2 deficit. And now carried in by the Vikings. Nice pass across, backhand shot, and that goes just wide to the near side. 3:23 left in regulation. Around the bend to the near side, held up here by Chad Clark. He gets plastered into the wall and out to the point. Seth Zykert sends one wide to the far side. Now Quinn Link has it. He shoots, and now Kind of poking in the middle there was Jeffrey Houston, and he got a forearm shiver trying to dislodge the puck from underneath the goalie, Justin Burke. 3:07 left here in the third. Vikings trail 3-2, and looks like we have a timeout. Milton is going to call time. So 3 goals in 2 minutes and 47 seconds. Nick Robinson at 10:16, Logan Servin at 12:44, and Noah Pusateri at 13:03 has turned the complexion of this game completely on its ear. And the Vikings now all of a sudden cruising along, find themselves now in a hole, 3-2. Here's a look at the 3 huddles. The Vikings in their white uniforms here closest to us. Referees in the middle. Red Hawks in the red on the far end. And so, 3-2. Red Hawks in front. Vikings, 2 goals came in the second period. Justin Gibbons got a shorthanded goal, 5:18. And then at 14:59, got his second goal. So now with 3:07 to play here in the third, Vikings need to get back on the horse here and try and get a tying goal. High off the glass. It is poked out to neutral. And now Justin Gibbons with it. 2:52 to go in regulation. And Gibbons to the circle, trying to head toward the mill, poked off of his stick. They wrap it around and it comes out to the point, right in front. Player got knocked down from behind, big pile up side of the net. Still in front, and Gibbons not able to get a stick on it as it goes trickling off to the circle on the far side. Sam Wallin now right at the top of the arc, or at the top of the middle of the circle. That was Jared Bauer. 2.5 minutes to play. Back behind the net. They try and get it in front again. Vikings not able to as Sam Robinson sends it out to the point. Right in front, redirect, loose puck. Havlicek hit the side of the goal. And another big pile up at the crease. The goalie, Burke, was way out of the front of the goal. Shot, and that's a swing and a miss. Over to the far side wall, and it's Gibbons with it. Vikings goalie still on, and 2 minutes to play. Out to the point, at the blue line, held in, but now taken out. Coming back the other way is Robinson, and he's going to drift back on defense. Wallin with it now with 1:50 to go for the Vikings. Sam Wallin sends it ahead right at the blue line, and that's going to be offside. Gibbons got upended, so they're going to have to kill a little more time here. We're under 1:40. Jack Sunby tried to get it to Lavacek. He's in the zone, and it's going to be an offside call. 90 seconds to play, 1.5 minutes. And now the Vikings are going to call timeout. So the Vikings want to talk things over. We have 1.5 minutes to play here in the third period. 3 goals in 2 minutes and 47 seconds for the Red Hawks have given them a 3-2 lead, looking to steal one away from the Vikings. Winner of this game will have a pretty decent stranglehold on third place in the Badger South. Right now, Edgewood is at 4-0 in the conference. Oregon is at 2-0. Milton 2-2. Stoughton's 1-1. Monona Grove is 1-2, and Monroe is 0-5. Overall, Edgewood is 5-6-1. Oregon is 10-0-1, and Milton 3-10-0. Stoughton 3-6-1. MG 1-10, and Monroe has not yet won a game at 0-10. So Vikings coming out of the timeout here with 1.5 minutes to go, looking to find a way to get the puck into the back of the Milton net. Long pass into the zone. A way of icing off. 1:22 to play. Behind the net, they wrap it around the boards all the way back out to neutral. Ethan Ebert sends it across to the other side. Seth Zeikert has it. 1:13, and it's a giveaway. It's Schroeder with it. Schroeder gets knocked down. And now Sam Wallin has it behind the backside of his own net as we hit a minute to go. Carter Hellenbrand looks over at the bench, and they pull him off. They're going to get an extra attacker. Moving right in on goal, and chest-high save by Justin Burke. So the Vikings have an empty net down to our right, and the Vikings will have a sixth attacker now. 52 seconds to play in regulation. Off the face-off, top of the circle, and they're not going to allow that. It looked like Zeikert had moved in toward the circle before the face-off happened, so they disallowed that, so they're going to reset and try again. Face-off again, won by the Vikings. Zeikert has it at the red line, whacked out of the zone. They've got to get back and keep it out of the net. 44, 43, and 42 seconds to play. Ebert with it for the Vikings up the far side. And he'll clear it out of the zone, but too far in front of his teammates. Back the other way. 34, 33, 32 seconds to play. Now Gibbons sends it into the zone, down to the corner, giving chase by Sam Robinson up the near side. 25 seconds left. Out to the neutral ice, sent back in. And they turn and whack it all the way down to the other end. 17. Oh, boy, I think. Well, they called icing. So now with 17 seconds remaining, a face-off in the Milton zone, and this is going to be the end of the line here for the Vikings. 17 seconds to play. Gibbons to take the face-off for Stoughton, and off the face-off, won by the Vikings, swept toward the middle and cleared out, but we've got a whistle-stopping play. And Gibbons got knocked down. I think we might have a penalty here. So Nick Robinson will head into the box for a penalty. So the Vikings now will essentially be two players up in this last 13 seconds. So now it'll be a 6-on-4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6-on-4. And the Vikings needed one goal to tie. Off the face-off, kicked at the top of the circle and cleared out. And that should almost do it. We're down to 8, 7, and 6 seconds. Zeikert behind his own net, down to 3, 2, 1. Long pass ahead, and they're not going to be able to catch up to it. And the Milton Redhawks have come and essentially stolen one away from the Vikings, getting 3 goals in 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes and 47 seconds in the third period to win this one by a margin of 3-2. So in that third period, again, it was Nick Robinson at 10:16 to make it 2-1, and then Logan Servin at 12:44 to make it 2-2. And then just 19 seconds later, Noah Pusateri gets the game-winning goal, and that was at 13:03. And again, our final score here tonight, it is the Milton Redhawks 3 and the Vikings 2. So with the win, Milton improves to 3-2 in the conference. They're now 4-10 overall. Vikings drop to 1-2 in the Badger South, and they're 3-7-1 overall. So that's going to do it for us. Thanks to our crew, and thanks to you for watching. This has been a presentation of WSTO Sports in association with Stoughton High School. For more, go online, WSTO.tv. We will see you next week for more boys hockey, and we'll see you tomorrow night for girls hockey. Till then, James Weingart from the Mann Center saying thanks so much for being with us, and good night from Stoughton.
And that one will actually go in. Initially, actually, that one was actually tipped in.
Big pile up and a goal.
Right there.
And he puts it in. 3-2.
Yep.
This broadcast of Stoughton High School boys hockey is brought to you through generous support of these WSDO supporters. Stoughton Hospital, a proud supporter of WSDO programming. Stoughton Hospital is a 2010 Wisconsin Forward Award Master recipient, providing exceptional personalized service. Trusted care close to home. The UPS Store of Stoughton. You can't do it all at once, but you can do it all in one place. 2364 Jackson Street, next to Papa Murphy's. Crest Funeral and Cremation Services, love and concern in action. The three things Crest values the most are service, service, and service. A proud supporter of WSDO programming. Radio Shack and Hanson Electronics of Stoughton. Your local U.S. Cellular and Dish Network authorized dealer. Pizza Pit of Stoughton, a proud supporter of WSDO programming and the official pizza of WSDO's staff.